What is up, all you worship peoples? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Nate Meist, and I love equipping worship leaders with helpful and encouraging content. And in this video, we'll be learning how to play on an acoustic guitar, a brand new release by Phil Wickham called The Jesus Way. Let's get into it. If you're new here, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If these videos are helping you, which is the goal, why don't you give them a like and maybe even subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss future worship tutorials. Alright, so there are 3 things we'll be going over in this video to help you learn this song on an acoustic guitar. The first thing is key and capo placement. So the key that the song was originally recorded in, the key that I'll be playing it in, and how to use your capo to maybe play in some other keys that might be good for your voice. The second thing is strumming patterns. I'm going to go over one strumming pattern that'll pretty much get you through this entire song. And the third and final thing are the chords. As I play through each individual section of the song, I'm going to have these handy little chord diagrams in the upper right hand corner so that you can pause the video and see exactly what my finger placement is for every chord that I'm using. Don't forget that this video is segmented, which means that you can skip ahead to any part of this song that you would like to learn right now. Alright, so this song was recorded originally in the key of C. I'm going to stay in that same key. That key works, pretty good for my voice for this song, so I will remain in that key. There's a couple different ways you could play in the C, in the key of C on an acoustic guitar. The 2 simplest ways are, first and foremost, the open C position. So that's the C position right there, and you could just play in that key if you know how to. And if you don't know what the C position is, I have a video explaining that, so click up above or down below. I am going to switch over to the G position, but I'm going to remain in the key of C. So what that means is I'm going to have my capo on fret number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll play, a G-shaped chord, but I will still be in the key of C. And that also means I will be calling out the chords for the key of G, not the actual key that we're in, which is the key of C. And that is to make it easy for you guys if you would like to switch your capo around and play in some other keys that might be good for your voice. And you can use the same exact chord shapes that I'm going to be using in this video. So yeah, I will remain in the key of C with my capo on fret number 5, playing in the G position. If you don't know what the G position is, by the way, I have a video for that as well, explaining that. So click up above or down below if you want some more information on that. So that's where I'll be for the duration of this tutorial. But let's go over some other keys that you could play in using your capo. Maybe the key of C is too high for you. It's super easy to go down. Let's go to fret number 4. Now we're going to be in the key of B. Still using the G-shape chords, the G position chords. Down to fret number 3 is going to put us in B flat or A sharp. Down to fret number 2, now we're in the key of A. And down to fret number 1, now we're in the key of A flat or G sharp. And we already went over, if you don't have a capo at all and you just play a G chord, you're in the key of G right there. Actually, you know what? I don't think we went over that already. But if you take your capo off completely, you don't use a capo, and you play a G position chord, you're going to be playing in the key of G. And that's all assuming that you're using what's called standard tuning. And standard tuning, by the way, is starting at the lowest string here, E, A, D, G, B, E. That is standard tuning, which is what I am in. And once again, I will have my capo on fret number 5, and I'll be playing in the key of C, which is the originally recorded key, but I will be using G position chords, and I'll be calling out the chords for the key of G to make it easy for you guys to switch keys if you need to. Alright, let's go over this one strumming pattern that will get you through this entire song. This is besides the downstrokes that I'll also be using in some sections of the song. And as we go through each section, I'm going to let you know how I'm going to be treating that particular section strumming-wise. So I'll help you out throughout, while we're learning the chords and all that. But let's learn this one kind of distinguishable strumming pattern that I'll be using for the majority of the song. So this is it at full speed, and then we'll slow it down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. right, let's slow that down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, down, down, up. All right, let's learn these chords. We're going to start at the intro of the song. We're not using our strumming pattern yet. I'm going to be using just all downstrokes for this intro, which basically means just that's downstrokes right there. Just using all downstrokes. So there's no like distinguishable strumming pattern quite yet. So let's go over this intro. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 into the first verse. All right, this is verse number 1, and we are still using those downstrokes for this section. 1, 2, 3. If you curse me, then I will bless you. If you hurt me, I will forgive. And if you hate me, then I will love you. I choose the Jesus way. 1, 2, 3, into verse number 2. All right, into verse number 2, and I'm going to lightly start bringing in our strumming pattern here. So 1, 2, 3. If you're helpless, I will defend you. And if you're burdened, I'll share the weight. And if you're hopeless, then let me show you there's hope in the Jesus way. 2, 3, 4. Straight into the chorus there. All right, this is the first chorus, and we are now continuing that strumming pattern. So 1, 2. I follow Jesus. I follow Jesus. He bore my sin. I'll gladly wear his name. He is the treasure. He is the answer. Oh, I choose the Jesus way. And that's the first chord for the next part, which is just a very short turnaround. All right, this is the turnaround after that first chorus, and I'm just going to use just downstrokes for these 3 chords that we're about to play. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you, then straight into verse number 3. All right, this is verse number 3, and we are using that main strumming pattern that we learned again. So 1, 2, 3. If you strike me, I will embrace you. And if you chain me, I'll sing his praise. And if you kill me, my home is heaven. For I choose the Jesus way. 2, 3, 4. Into the chorus right there. And also, let's kind of break down what I'm doing on the second line of this verse, because I know those were some pretty quick chord changes there. But for the, and if you chain me, you probably noticed how quick that was. So after the first line, we're on the C. So if you strike me, I will embrace you. And if you chain me. So just slowly, that chord changes is G, D over F sharp to the E minor 7. But you kind of got to make it quick. So if you chain me. Now, if that's too complicated for you, you can just leave out that D over F sharp and just go straight to the E minor 7. So it would be I will embrace you, and if you chain me. See, that sounds fine. So if you don't want to do that D over F sharp, just skip it. Just skip straight to the E minor 7 over chain. So if you chain me, and that sounds just fine. So, all right, now we're back to the chorus. Song Select is calling this chorus 1A, so I'm calling it the first chorus. So it's basically what we learned for the first chorus that we already played. We're just playing that one again with just a little bit more intensity now. So, and also I'm going to attach kind of a build at the end of this one that's going to carry us into the bridge. So let's play through this chorus. So 1, 2, 3. I follow Jesus. I follow Jesus. He wore my sin, all gladly wear his name. He is the treasure, he is the answer. Oh, I choose the Jesus way. And 1, 2, 3, 4 into the bridge. All right, this is the bridge, and we're using our strumming pattern here. So 1, 2, I choose surrender, I choose to love. Oh God, my Savior, you'll always be enough. I choose forgiveness, I choose grace, I choose to worship no matter what I face. I choose the Jesus way, I choose the Jesus way, I choose the Jesus way, I choose the Jesus way. Into the chorus right there. All right, then we go into what Song Select is calling chorus 1B. It's slightly different, probably because of the tag at the end. But let's play through this this chorus. He plays through it twice, and then he does the tag. So, the ending of both of those choruses is slightly different chord-wise. Also, the first chord that you usually play, that G over B, they don't play it on this first one, if that makes sense. And if you listen to the album, there's kind of like a break there. But here we go. So 1, 2, 3. I follow Jesus. I follow Jesus. He wore my sin, all gladly wear his name. He is the treasure, he is the answer. Oh, I choose the Jesus way. Again. I follow Jesus, I follow Jesus. And then same thing. He wore my sin, I'll gladly wear his name. He is the treasure, he is the answer. And then, oh, I choose the Jesus way. Oh, I choose the Jesus way. And that's the first chord for the outro of the song. All right, then we go into the outro of the song. This is the ending of the song, essentially. So I'm just going to be using all downstrokes for these chords. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And that's the last chord right there. Alright guys, so that is the Jesus Way by Phil Wickham, a brand new release from him, an amazing song, and I hope this video helps you guys to do this song. If you are doing this song or are planning to do it, why don't you comment down below, let me know how it's going. Also, put your requests down in the comments for any songs that you might want me to do a tutorial on. I would love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to hit up natemice.com for additional resources and also some pretty sick Crazy Club merch, so check that out. And wherever you guys are, don't forget that you're in the Crazy Club, so you better be keeping it crazy, super crazy, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I'll see you guys in the next video.